Okay, so I kind of had a busy December as far as reading because apparently I didn't do anything else besides read. But yeah, let's get into my December reading wrap up. I read a total of 13 books in the month of December, which is kind of unheard of for me. I don't read that much. And like the years before I got into reading this past like a summer or two, I would read maybe like a year, like a book a year. And in the month of December, I did 13, which is crazy. Um, and that includes audiobooks, ebooks, as well as physical books. So these are the physical books that I have on hand. So I'll go over everything. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with audiobooks because that's one of the things I don't have with me to talk about and like show you guys. So let's start with that. Okay, I went and grabbed my little notepad with my little reviews for all of the books. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with audiobooks, like I said. Let's go ahead and I think I have Zodiac Academy. That is a very popular series that Book Talk definitely made me listen to. So honestly, I really enjoyed it. So I think it's like a very large series. Last I was just looking around online, at least there's at least 8 books, which is quite a bit. And that covers like 2 Fae sisters. I think they're Fae, yeah. Yeah, they are Fae. And they get swept into a new world of the Fae. And yeah, I'm really enjoying that so far. I think it's going to be a really good series for me to enjoy. I think it's kind of living up to the hype so far. But in terms of like spiciness, it was not very spicy, at least in the first book. I have heard that the further you get into the series, the more spicy it gets. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I am glad though that it's not a YA book. Like it's not, it feels very high school-esque, but they are in college. So like, it has that forced proximity vibe that I do enjoy in a lot of different stories. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that so far. And one of the couples is a professor-student romance, so I'm really interested to see how that's going to play out. But I've heard that they have a really good dynamic together, so we'll see. Let's see. So yeah, overall rating, loved the book. Zodiac Academy #1. I'm going to give it a 4-star. And in terms of spice, I'm going to give it a 1 pepper because it was not spicy. Might even be a green pepper. I'll give it 1. I'll give it 1 for now. It has time to grow, okay? And then the other audiobook that I enjoyed this month was I'm starting so many new series in this last month. So I started the Shatter Me series. Shatter Me. The Shatter Me series is a very popular YA series. So it has no spice in terms of like on screen or on page romance, but it does definitely have like that slow burn build up that I absolutely enjoy. And I'm starting to understand why everyone absolutely like loves Aaron Warner. So like he's definitely is like taking time to grow, but so far I'm digging it. If I had someone worshiping me like that, it'd be over. So yeah, those audiobook for Zodiac Academy and Shatter Me. So Shatter Me was definitely a 5-star book. I absolutely loved it. It's like post-apocalyptic world, but it kind of like reminds me of like X-Men in a way. I don't know why. I think it's because of like the whole super powers things. And I don't know, I like it. I'm excited to read more. So in the month of December, I also read a couple of ebooks. So I know I touched on most of them in my reading vlogs, but I'll go ahead and finish my reading. Oh, my printer's waking up. That was freaky. Anyway, so I started with Gentling the Beast. That I'm gonna just give it a solid 3-star, like 3-star rating, as well as a 3 pepper rating, 3 chilies. It was an okay story. I wouldn't recommend it to everyone. I think it definitely has the right audience, but I could see how it might not be for everyone. But it was definitely spicy. Don't get me wrong. It was definitely had a spice. So it was pretty even in terms of like plot to smut ratio, which is usually a 3 chili for me. That's usually where like I tend to stay when it comes to my book preferences. But yeah, I thought it was an okay book. Not the best. It was okay. I also read the next book I read. I loved so much that I ended up ordering physical copies of the books and the rest of the series that are currently released, because it's an ongoing series. It is actually here it is. This is the ebook that I loved so much that I ordered a physical one. It is Thieves and Monsters. This is gonna be Three Fates Mafia book. This is a new series by Cleo Evans. I'm absolutely loving this so far, this series. Yeah, Cleo Evans, I think, is going to be one of my like new favorite authors because, oh my goodness, she's so spicy. It's awesome. Like, so I gave this a 5-star because I loved it so much. And I also give it a 5 chili rating. It's definitely spicy, so I would look at the trigger warnings and like just proceed with caution. Definitely loved it. It was so good. This is probably one of my favorite books like out right now. Like I loved it. It's a reverse harem book. It's got 3 dudes, 1 chick, like they worship her. And I just love that. I'm finding that I absolutely love like reverse harems and just those kind of plots. And another reason why it's a 5 chili rating is because whenever the plot is based around sex, like a really good example of that is Katie Roberts. Literally the plot is sex and like smut. This is too, like they have a contract, they sign things get done to her. So yeah, she's a thief, hence the name. She gets caught by these 3 guys, and in order to pay her dues, she has to live with them for a week, and they get some spicy time together. Yeah, so it's just, go ahead and read that. Absolutely recommend. It's a dark fantasy romance, so definitely proceed with caution. It is also Greek mythology inspired, so if you like that kind of thing, definitely go ahead and hit that up. Let's see, next one. Oh, whoa, books down. Okay, now that's fixed. The next book that I'm gonna talk about is called A Wolf in the Garden. It's by Allegra Hall. This is also a brand new series. I'm just on a new series kick recently. So this is like a New Zealand, like based in New Zealand. And so there's a lot of like native New Zealand language and like cultural references that are like really fun to learn about. And this is also a second chance romance and a monster romance. So in this world, all the monsters were hidden in like plain sight as like your college professor, your next door neighbor, literally everything, until something called the unraveling happens, and the glamour that was on all of those monsters comes off, and like they're revealed to the humans that, hey, like monsters have been living in your realm for a very long time. And yeah, so this romance is, he's a wolf. He knew it. She didn't know it when they were dating 9 years ago. So his body changes a lot in the time that she's known him to present time, because he's now a wolf. And if anyone knows monster romances, there's this thing called the knot. So yeah, they have to get, used to that. Okay, it's got cottagecore vibes. Like, she is a like a gardener, like a, not gardener, but like a flower, like a she like grows flowers and all kinds of vegetables, and has this cute little cottage that she lives in by herself. They're just surrounded by all of her flowers, and he comes to the island, like one of the small islands of New Zealand, and buys a winery and needs a garden designer. Oh yeah, so she's like, hey, I could do that. Oh, it's such a cute little like cozy romance. It does have like, obviously, like like a plot. It's not just like it's not a cozy romance, like, but it has that cozy romance vibe when it's not, but like it's so good. The next book is going to be about a dragon, and I believe this dude's assistant. So I think that's gonna be a really cute little romance. Oh, I'm excited for that one. That should be coming out, I think, sometime this year in 2024. Yeah, love that one. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Solid 5 stars. This is a 5-star read for me. And in terms of spiciness, I would give this like a 2 or 3. I'd like to do 2.5, but like, let's do 3. It's a generous 3. It's not like even ratio to like smut to plot, but man, there's a lot of smut, so that's good. Yeah, love this one. Love it. Okay, let's see. Oh yes. Okay, so this is the one holiday book that I read in the month of December. It's called A Merry Little Meet Cute. I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you were in the book talk community last year, I'm sure you have read it. It's a cute little smutty holiday romance. Really cute. It's got like its good and bad things. Nothing crazy. Like, it's all right. There's a lot of, I'm sure there are a lot of reviews on this book, so you can go ahead and like look those ones up. I'm not going to cover books that have a lot of hype around them, just because I know that there are so many other reviews and like recommendations on them. So I'm just gonna keep it basic. 3 stars, 2 or 3 pepper. Let's do 2 peppers. Let's do 2 peppers. It wasn't that spicy. I was expecting it to be a lot more spicy than it was. It was actually kind of a letdown in that terms. I thought it would be spicier, so kind of surprised. Next book I read was A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. It's this one. This is a Hades and Persephone retelling. Again, I definitely thought it would be spicier than it was, but it wasn't. Like, another, was just like a letdown in that terms, but I absolutely loved the plot. But I thought it was going to be spicier. Like, there was just so much hype around this book that I thought it was going to be super spicy, but it wasn't, unfortunately, as much as I thought it would be. So I'm going to give this like a solid 3 stars. It's a pretty decent book. I wouldn't recommend it to everyone. That's why it's not a 4-star. It definitely has its crowd. In like terms of spicy, I'd give this a 2 chili. Like again, I thought it'd be spicier when it was not. So yeah, that is that one. I like it though. I might reread it at some point just because I liked this Hades. I think this Hades was really well done. Definitely had me swooning and sweating a little bit. Oh. Okay, so the next one I read was Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. It's this one. Oh my goodness, this is a contemporary romance. I'm sure you've also seen it around Book Talk or at Barnes and Noble or wherever you get your books. This is another one that had quite a bit of hype around it because I do think this was actually a debut author. If I remember correctly, this woman was a fan fiction author, and she turned around it to do this, and I absolutely love this. I love this. It's another second chance romance. I'm kind of finding that I actually do like second chance romances. When I thought before I had read one, I thought I would absolutely despise them, but for some reason I enjoy them. I don't know, maybe I need to look into that more. But yeah, Forget Me Not. This is a solid 4-star. Really liked it. Might reread it at some point. In terms of spice, it'd be 2 chilies. It does have some good scenes, but it was not like an even split between spice and plot. Well, maybe. It went like back and forth between present day and the past quite often. So there were a lot of spicy scenes in the past, but there weren't really as many in the present. So I'll give this, I'm gonna stick by it. Two chilies. Sticking by it. Final answer. Okay. This is another one that has a lot of hype. This is Scarred by Emily McIntyre. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is another one that Book Talk made me buy and read. I started out with the Hooked book, which I did enjoy. I am absolutely loving this series so far. She's like taking old like fairy tales and stories and retwisting them so that the villain gets the girl. And in this one, this was literally like a Lion King inspired one where the evil prince, who's nicknamed the Scarred Prince, gets the girl. And there's like references to like the hyenas being the peasants, and like there's a revolution and everything. I like how she just like includes everything, and it's really cute and well done. It's like a modern fairy tale inspired, so love this. This was I think a 3-star, 3 pepper. It was pretty even on the spice, and a solid book. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend it to everyone, but I would recommend it to some people. Yeah. There's that one. Let's see. And then the rest of these books over here, I have already made a review video on these ones. So these ones I'm not going to go ahead and touch on today because I already have. It's these 3, the Conduit of Light, Captive, The Stolen Empire, Brutal, Rival, Stardust, and Broken Wings. I already have a separate video for those 5, so you can go ahead and watch that there. But yeah, that is my December wrap up. Those are the books that I read in the last month, in December of 2023. Yeah, it's the most books I've ever read / listened to / read on an ebook. But man, I'm hoping that I'm able to read something close to this every month. I know it's unrealistic, for at least for me, but I'm hoping I can at least try to aim for like 8 or 10 a month. We'll see. We'll see how this year goes. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this quick little video. Those are the books that I read last month. Let me know if you guys have already read them and what you think of them, and if you plan on adding any of these to your TBR. Yeah, it's a really cute, like, I don't know, like, it's very, I don't know, garden vibes. I don't know, it's hard to, what's that word? I don't know, I'll figure it out later and put it on the screen. But like it's very cottagecore vibes. I figured it out. I remembered it.